Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to All the Magic Arcana. It's been a while and I have built a lot of stuff. I lost some of the footage as per usual, because whenever you play for so long and then you build too large of a project, sometimes you lose some of the footage. And that's what happened. And I did. So, what have I done in the meantime? Quite a little, quite a bit, actually. I have reached level Ascent and actually can go and kill the Wither. And I have the ability to do that. And I gathered a whole bunch of stuff in these chests because I'm a hoarder. And I was hoarding items all over here and there, everywhere, and yeah, things got a little bit out of the hand, especially with this. I have been building this thing for all of that time, plus or minus whatever it took me to do the loot hunting, or how shall I say it? So, what's this? It's an island in the sky where I thought that I would build it up to the cloud level, but then I started the thing too low in the world and yeah, don't do what I've done. Not wise. It is what it is though. We can't change it now. I've been building for too long. This is how it turned out. It's ugly. It's still not that bad. It's okay. I'm okay with it. Mildly proud of it, shall I say. So, what do we have here? This level is in fact built for the dragons, and I have here an undergarden portal that I thought that, you know, we have it over there. This thing is actually built because I had the dragon egg, the skulk dragon egg. Here we have a very nice looking, hopefully nice looking, portal to the nether. And this is our waypoints, not. And this is the mezzanine level. Yeah, big cave, or I don't know what. I'll probably put a lot of stuff. I have the lights. Yeah, I'll think about what I do with the lights. This bit is gonna be for the technical stuff. Most likely AE2, or maybe I put the AE2 in the big cave, whatever. Most likely this is just not magical stuff, as in like create and I don't know, anything technological that is not magical. You know, we hide it in here, and then this is what actually powers the magic or something. I don't know. Like, we'll think about a nice way to put it. It's, for now, it's just a big cave. I'll probably make this a little bit more thick in the walls. We'll see about that. And yeah, this goes up to here, and then right above over there is what I just shown you guys. This, as in, like, you go out in the world straight above. I do not know whether that's actually right or not. I think I like it. I'll probably build the grass level, and there will be grass round about, let's say, 8 dirt. Round about this level. Not that, maybe one more. Yeah, just a couple of levels above the cloud. Round about here, I think. Just like that. This would be in order. Nevertheless, this is not gonna happen very soon because, well, if you build for too long, then you end up with nothing to show. And I am not playing on a server, I am playing solo and filming it, guys, for you. So excuse me if I make this video while this thing is actually not complete. I thought that I need to make this video because, well, we need to actually sort the problem with the storage. I'm a hoarder and I really need to sift through all of this kind of stuff. So we'll have to actually go through that. And for that, I think we only have one option. It's applied energistics. There is no other way. So for that, we have to actually get started with the thing. We'll start with charger, inscriber. We have to start first of all, though, with probably with create, because then we need create to go into the nether to get ourselves the lava, which will then produce enough source for us to power all of the AE2 network and whatever else we got going on. So most likely the initial bit is going to be create. Okay, so before we get started with anything else, we are going to actually just use this thing to upgrade it to iron, to gold, diamond, and then stick a whole bunch of these things in here. Probably the egg, I do not know. We'll probably need it for a farm, for an egg farm. I'll put some of these pieces of iron in here as well. I think I have a whole bunch more iron here. Well, yeah, precisely. That's quite a little. All right. I'll probably need all of these items as well. Some sticky pistons. I do not know where exactly. I think I got these in the nether. So I'll gather them up. We'll probably use most of these things very, very, very soon. Okay, and then let's see. Create. It says andesite alloy, the wrench as well. Okay, I'll get the wrench eventually. That's gold. So we need this guy, mechanical press. I'm not gonna go for the water. Albeit I do have the water wheel already done. Molten steel. I'll just get rid of it. Some crimson iron. Doesn't matter. I don't like this Black Foundry bullshit. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it because it cannot be automated properly. Or rather easily. It could be automated, but just not as easy as I'd like it to be. It doesn't matter. Okay, I was going to do one thing, namely this guy, and that gives us the promise acceptor, promise of tenacity. So this is actually left from the last episode, I think. And then we have that going for us. I'll grab these guys. We don't need too much. Right. And then we can just stick this in here. Well, no, not really, can we? Okay. Then I gotta do some of this stuff. I'll steal one of these guys from here. And probably just stick it in here as well. Need the copper, need the copper blocks. Oh, I will need this guy. With the AE2 hostility, we can actually just get started with that as well eventually. Okay, we need this. I'll handle it. that, I guess. We do have plenty. Bones as well. Hostility detector. Getting this guy. Then this guy. So this one is gonna be our yeah, source of loot. Because I kind of wanted to get this guy done as well. And then I think curse. Okay. We're gonna go with that. I'll handle this one later. That as well. Yeah. All right, so I have gone for a couple of andesite alloy pieces, and I'll probably need a bunch of copper pieces as well. We will go with, say, this many copper casings, and then andesite casings, just like that. That would be really nice. And then we probably need one of these guys, a depot, then the millstone most likely, then this lovely thing. Okay. Amazing. This is just too lovely. We're getting items for free. Right. And then the next big thing. Hose pulley. I think this one we cannot do very easily without first doing the windmill. And I think I'll have a couple of windmills, one in the overworld and the one in the nether. And yes, you can actually have a windmill in the nether. But for now, I think we can afford doing the water wheel bullshit. Alright, this is just about good enough. We need a bunch of gold plates as well. Actually, more of those, supposedly. A whole bunch of copper. I'll make the whisk in order to get the andesite alloy a little bit cheaper. A basin. A stressometer. Okay, we're gonna create mechanical bells. Alright, so we create a couple of ender tanks. I think it's actually best to create 2 of them. Okay guys, so this is what I came up with. This is where the lava is actually coming from. We got a max speed hose pulley feeding from the lava lake below. Okay, so this is the way we can actually just take these guys. That's all. Okay, so I have finally think that I finished this setup. So this is just drawers, and it's not really finished because I do not have all the ingot types and everything set up in place and all of that, but the great majority of things are done in accordance. I moved most of the stuff, so this is just everything that didn't need to be moved, shall I say. Well, they actually, no, wait a second. I'll have to put it in the system. So we have AE2 set up, and I'll show you guys how I managed to set it up. Okay. This is it. This is the main setup for the mana, well, the source, and it eventually produces enough power to run AE2 with maxed out wireless access point. We do not need maxed out access point, but like, I was like, okay, I need to do this properly. So, what's going on? There is a bunch of ender tanks that are being fed in the nether by the create setup that I have in the nether. The create setup just takes lava from a big lava lake, so let's actually begin with that. let's begin with that first. So this is where it all begins. Right. Basically, hose pulleys are being lowered into the lava lake. The lava lake is, for all intents and purposes, it's completely infinite. It has more than 10,000 source blocks. That's what Create calls infinite. And now we have ender tanks being fed with the lava. So I have one tank here, which is triple gray. This one is gray, white, gray. The colors do not matter. It's a different ender tank that's being fed by this hose pulley. This is another different tank that's being fed by this hose pulley. And this is just 3 hose pulleys. We could get like 4 or 5. The setup here allows us to get max speed on, I think, 10 or 15. I can't remember exactly, but like a lot. So we could get more, and yeah, but like for now, this is all I need. All of those are being fed into the ender tanks, and then the ender tanks are in the overworld on the island. Here. So the one with the white in the middle is this column. We could get, I think, 2 more or 3 more. I think it's like 16 buckets or 10 buckets. I don't remember precisely, but like it's a huge number of buckets per second. So this thing is actually feeding all of these fluid source links. The jump start for all of this was actually just this with volcanic source links. And that's why this setup is actually here. The initial thing had ender tanks feeding into fluid hopper, feeding into the dark tank. The reason why I use the fluid hopper is because this thing has its own speed, and we do not rely on the speed of the ender tank. The ender tank has a little bit of an issue with the pump. So whenever you put pump upgrades, it just destroys the pump upgrades for some twisted reason. So it is what it is. I do not know why it doesn't work. Nevertheless, this is producing source, and then it's feeding into this row, it's feeding into this one, which is then being fed into the ME source converters. This thing is actually taking from every single source jars in here, and also feeding back into this depositor. This one is taking from a bunch of locations and also feeding into the depositor and into these. This one the same. I'm not entirely sure whether this one is feeding back into the depositor as well. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. Exactly. All of these are feeding into this guy and this guy. And then every single relay is feeding into this thing. Well, actually, only... No, all of them. All of them. I should, in theory, put these to actually feed this as well, but it doesn't matter too much. This guy is actually feeding these, but that's besides the point. So what's going on in here? It's a simple setup with large water reels. I do not think that we need these anymore because we could in theory use source both here and in the nether, because we have pretty much all the source we need. In theory, we could just make source engines. Source... this one. Source motors. So we could in theory make these. I just didn't necessarily want to bother with these. Eventually we will make them, because that way we do not care much about the create SU. It's this or running blaze and whatever, like tank, and that's too complicated. This is a little bit easier, and then we could just make this really easily. We need just a precision mechanism and then enchant this thing with all the stuff. So this thing is actually just the wireless access point, and it already covers up for that. I think with this production we could cover like 2 wireless access points maxed out as is, but it just, yeah, it's all right. I'm not planning to do the automation via AE2. I just wanted to have AE2 for this, and being able to just magically access my items all over the place. I personally don't think this is necessarily the best thing, because I do not like this bit. I do not for one bit like the AE2 itself. So you know me, I'm more of a integrated dynamics guy. It's better. Nevertheless, this is the basic setup. I think that with this we can already get started with all the other bits and bobs. I didn't do any bosses, anything, so we are still like, we haven't done this. We haven't done the arse bosses, we haven't done anything. Oh, shite. Crap. Those were flawless. Ah, shit. It doesn't matter. We have enough. It's all right. It's all right. I'm about to cry, but it's all right. Okay, so this is the major upgrades to our base. This will allow us to actually build a little bit easier because we have the items on hand immediately, and in theory all the automation that I will do with probably with starbuckles, because I do not like AE2. Nevertheless, I have only done the minimum for Ars Nouveau, this stuff. So I haven't even done all the essences. I haven't done anything really, just the bare minimum. I have actually used the summoning for the Wilden. I had a flight tablet because of the fact that I looted dungeons. Yeah, and everything else I haven't done in here. I think I'll have to actually make another one of these guys, but that's for later. I could already, in theory, kill the Wilden Chimera and get the Archmage spellbook. But yes, this is the bit that I have done. I haven't done anything with storage components other than the 1K. This is just the bare minimum, like I said. It's just a bunch. Not even too many. For the fluids, I haven't stored too many. Once again, that's the only bit that I have done. Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully that will be a bit more settled. Pufferfish out.